Let me ask you this, and I say this halfway playing. When you gonna stop lying to the American public and telling them you thinking about retirement? I know you're 35 years of age. You just completed your 12th season. But damn, 97 catches, 823 receiving yards, okay? I'm looking at you this year. Andy Reid ain't going nowhere. Patrick Mahomes damn sure ain't going nowhere. The Arrowhead faithful ain't going anywhere. What you doing talking about you might contemplate retirement for?
Listen, it changes every single day, man. I love everything that I'm doing in this building, but at the end of the day, I'm not having that extreme success on the field as I have individually, man. But I'm excited. I'm excited for these next couple games to play up at Arrowhead to finish this season off. And I'll reevaluate it like I always do, and I'll probably tell myself how much I love this thing, and I'll come back next year. But it's just it's something that you have to keep into perspective, man. And I never want to get to the point where I'm not helping this team win, or I'm hurting this team more than I'm helping this team. So as long as I'm coming out here playing good football and enjoying coming into the building every day with my guys, you'll see me in a Chiefs uniform for sure.
Let me remind you of some stats. I just want to throw this out at you. Last year, you had 93 receptions. This year, you had 97. Now, you had about 984 receiving yards. This year's in the 8 figures. I get that part. Then the playoffs arrived, Travis, and you had 32 receptions for 355 yards, okay? I mean, I don't see the kind of drop-off that you're alluding to. Educate football lovers out there about what it is that you think you might be missing now compared to what you may have had last year and years prior that has you contemplating stuff on a day-to-day basis.
Well, the biggest thing is some of the most fun you ever have in this game is having the ball in your hands. And that being said, making guys miss was something I always prided myself on, and really that was the staple. You know, I made the play more than what he was supposed to get. So if I got a deep cross at 18 yards, I'm not just catching the ball and getting tackled. I'm turning that 18-yard gain into a 20, 30, 40-plus yard gain. And over the past years, being able to make guys miss it's gotten a little bit tougher. And whether or not they just know my moves and I got to switch it up, or I got to, break through tackles or find another way to trick them so I can make them miss. But that's the biggest thing is being able to make guys miss in space and getting those extra yards that aren't necessarily in the scheme of the play.
You're confiding in me about it, so it's safe to assume it's a conversation you've had with Andy Reid. It's a conversation you've had with Patrick Mahomes. What have they told you about what they see from you out on the field?
I haven't really talked to anybody about this. I think I'm still enjoying playing the game, and when I'm in the building, I'm working to get better, working to get, those that extra, strength or that extra quickness to be able to make guys miss. It's a nonstop staircase of success here, and week in, week out, Coach Reid has challenged us. Our tight end room has challenged me to do more of that throughout the season, get more than what we're just getting on the catch. And it's a focus. It's a focus that is that's been there since I've got here in Kansas City. And I'm not contemplating it too much, but at the same time, I'm always trying to be better than I am right now.
Well, I got a personal complaint from my brother from another mother. I got a personal complaint right here, and I'm gonna tell you what it is, Travis. When you used to go in the end zone, I mean, my brother got flavor. You understand what I'm saying? All white dudes don't have this kind of flavor that this brother has, the Travis Kelce. And the dances that you would come up with in the end zone, I mean, that stuff was epic. I think you kind of dialed that back a little bit. And dare I say you got a little bit conservative. It might be a spike here. You might slap a high five. I don't see the flavor, the celebrations, the dance moves that you used to rock anymore. I understand you ain't catching a whole bunch of touchdowns. I get that part. You got other people to do that for you. But you still get in the end zone from time to time, and I know you're going to do it in the playoffs. What's up with that? What happened to that flavor, bro? I mean,
I think you just called me out, man. I think I need to get back to it. Matter of fact, the next one I get in there, I'll make sure I get jiggy for you, man. It's definitely a part of just loving the game, man, and enjoying the game and having the showmanship to play with the crowd and play with the teammates and the excitement after you score a touchdown. So I think you know what? You might get me back into my old ways.
Damn right. Get back in your own way. That way you're going to stay a few more years in Kansas City. You don't need to go nowhere. Listen, we don't need to be a Tyreek Hill. I know that's your former teammate and you love him, but I got love for Tyreek Hill. I think I love him to death because I think he's elite. I personally believe the biggest mistake, how do you leave Patrick Mahomes? How do you leave Patrick Mahomes? You want to get the money, but if you're going to leave and you're going to get the money, Travis, you can't go out and say your next quarterback is going to be comparable to Patrick Mahomes. Could you at least give me that? Could you at least give me that, Travis? At least that.
We love the cheetah,
Right.
and he was being a good teammate is what he was being. So I respect him saying it. And he was being hopeful, and Tua came out and had an unbelievable year last year. Obviously, he's had the concussions and everything, but there's nobody like Patrick Mahomes, and everybody knows that.
Right.
But he was just being a good teammate, trying to shout out his new QB. We miss the guy, and I still love him to death, man. The cheetah will forever be one of the most explosive players that have ever played this game, and a true brother to me, man.
Right.